the joy of the streaming, and a great community.
Yeah.
Smile, smile.
Yeah, inspiration maybe too. Anyway, this project I thought, I looked online, and at first I tried this AI. Letting the TTS.
Oh, very much so.
Wait, I think I should put this like. I have a hard time being quiet. It's not my thing. Sorry. Anyway, I started with the AI thingy, and I don't know which one is the newest, but probably had my keys in the old one. Anyway, I tried with OpenAI, and first of all, it worked for like 20 tries. Then I would have to pay. It wants me to pay, and I think it was more like a time limit. Then I managed to run out of time. I asked them, and they said, "Well, you have to. It's just this much time." So okay, whatever. So I'm not very happy about ChatGPT really, because most of the time what I end up getting is it repeating the same reply and me saying, "This is not what I want," or "This is wrong," and it says, "I'm sorry," and it repeats exactly the same answer, and it does it over and over. And so I really wanted something simple, though I'll probably add that part later if I feel like paying for it, to find a free alternative. I looked a bit for that too. And I thought, well, just do it simply. What I want it to shake stuff. Let's see here. Oh my god, I had everything, pulled together like this, but now it expanded when I restarted it. Yes, when I moved the files, of course. When I moved the files, it doesn't know what I had. Anyway, it's very simple, like this. Is type in text. So if I tell it to type for me, for example, it goes to typing mode. We can just try that. Yeah, new location of the files.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Type for me. I guess that's the problem with not paying for the Google speech to text, that it's slow and I have to be quiet.
Entering typing mode.
Testing to type some stuff. What should we type? New line. New line. Oh, it's supposed to work. I'm curious now. Because I've added stuff, so I may have broken something. Yes, there it says new line. I should add a new line. So type for me. I'm thinking it might have exited type mode because it was talking too much and said something it realized. Yeah. Or it was just slow. That's a problem I have to fix. Why is it so slow? And also the typing part, I would like to, or rather the reading part, I would like it to be faster when speaking. So, stop. I haven't tested that part in a bit. I have to double check. What did I say? I think it is... Yeah, stop, or stop typing.
Exiting typing mode.
Yeah. So, I could say what's up.
You have Hoslove at Monday, October 30th.
Yeah, it's autumn break here, so it's playtime. I think I'm streaming for 2 months, and I've had this cold for weeks. So, of course, then you need to cough when you're talking about it, right? Whatever. Let's see. The code looks very messy now when I have everything expanded. This is just for log file, log and stuff. This is the speaker that speaks, the text, and currently I'm using PyTTS X3, and I realized yesterday that it hasn't been updated for 3 years, and that there are bugs, and that all the functions that it says it can do, it doesn't work anymore. So I'll have to use something else. That's why I started to looking at this other speaking alternative. I think this is what it actually uses, but that the this one uses different TTSs for different operating systems. And I did try on my Ubuntu here, and it worked actually better. So with the speak engine that Linux uses, it works a bit better. But since I don't have any audio with my whistle, it doesn't work anyway. Well, so this is just, you can set the voice. It's just the voices you have installed on your computer in Windows. You can list them quite easily. You can set the rate, but one of the functions that doesn't work is getting the current rate. It gets what it was from the start. It doesn't get... It's always 200, but whatever you set it to, it returns 200. So that's a very basic thing that doesn't work. And then you're supposed to be able to get it to say by every word to do something, event, and they don't work at all. So, but the simple speak works. It's just that if you would ask it to say one word, like if you want to read a string controlled, like pop up every word that it reads, then it won't work, because it will be slow, word, pause, and you don't want that. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't want that. So the listener, it's Google, and this is quite slow, and I guess it's been listening to everything I've been saying right now. So if I stop speaking, it will probably do like a giant thing. I think I should stop it just. There's also this warning that if you use this a lot, maybe it will be blocked. You could just use it a little bit. So we'll see. You can get your key, and of course, and pay for it. So I might try that, but I would prefer if I could do all this without any paid stuff. And this works, but there are these delays that I'm very curious to know if it's just that's the way it is, or if it's that I'm not paying. So let's see what else. Yeah, I've just put it into a class with classes, cause it feels more natural, even if you have to type a bit more. Like, let's see. If we go down to these, I do assistant.speaker.speak instead of just speak, but it's still it's easier to find stuff, and it feels like other things that you import, they still work like this. So yeah, I think it's okay to do it like this. That's the best I've got so far, at least. Just to go up again. I've just been doing this for a few days, so I just started the GitHub yesterday. Or yesterday was this morning at like 4 or something. Shh. Should have been sleeping then, right? So let's see now. Yeah. You also have this adjust for ambient noise. I don't think actually this improves anything. But anyway, I tried. Should I show some more of what I've added so far, maybe? Anyway, you can record sound too. Yeah, I can show that one off. Let's see.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Save note.
What should the note say?
Hello, this is a test note.
What should it be called?
Streaming test note.
Saving note stream in Death Note. Saved.
Yeah, I always know that. Errors. Let's see, we can check out if the note was saved. Death Note. Oh, it's a bit funny. Sometimes it gets stuff very wrong. Yeah, that's a bit of the problem with anything trying to understand your speech. Okay, so that's not very logical, right? Why would I say that? Well, whatever, no context. Okay, poor thing. You've been listening to everything I was saying. We'll restart you.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Save audio note.
What should the note say?
This is a testing note, and let's sound a bit funny. Toot toot.
What should it be called?
Another test note again.
Saving audio note, another test note again and again. Saved.
Yeah, there it is, and we can listen to it. This is a testing note, and let's sound a bit funny. Toot toot. It's actually quite good at getting the part where you actually want to save, where there's anything recorded. So, and it's very, very simply, the code is so simple. Where did I put it? Let's not close everything. I just wanted that one. There. So, it just does this record. So it's a very, very simple one. And it's this SR listen. So, very useful stuff, actually. It's the speech recognition. I think that's by Google too. So, anything more? Nothing more on the listen part. The note you've already seen. It's just the save audio note and save note. And of course I have to add so you can read the notes too. I haven't yet. Just started adding stuff, and we got the calendar connection. I could see there was an autumn break today or this week. And there also I set the date, and I think I'll do more advanced stuff like it's actually saying today. That's very advanced, right? Instead of saying just the date. And maybe you should say, when you ask what's up, maybe you should say like, oh, you got nothing today, but tomorrow you got do. And you have this thing for the whole week. That is a week event. Repeating thing or a long thing, let you be a bit smarter. But there's a lot of stuff with the date format, the authentication, of course, to make sure that it can renew, that it can, error messages and lots of stuff like that. I don't want it to get an error message, but I want it to say stuff instead. Like, for me to be able to access your calendar, you have to approve it. It opens a browser. That's just how it works. Nothing you have to do. And about the days I fix, there's lots of small stuff. And I'll stop this poor thing. Just making sure I'm not talking too much. The chat doesn't have a chance to say anything. To continue, well, just, I'm going to do more on the today thing and more advanced on the calendar. And I've also started with, I've added, so I have a connection. Let's see here. Yeah, tasks too. So that I can also list my tasks, add tasks into Google. I'm so sorry, but my nose is just... Yeah, so... Yeah, and these are I make two different ones, calendar and tasks, so you can access both easily. And I don't think that both might be very interesting. I thought I would just start by doing stuff, but I guess I'll have to just explain everything first. I'll just go through it a bit. The date format. You can have events that are, there's no time on them, so you get different format back from Google. So you have to adjust for that. And this is the format I wanted my date in. And this is how I get to today's event. So you can set the start and the end times. What calendar? You can use different calendars if you want to. I also I started making actually the calendar one. And this is just no classes or stuff. So it might be more visible. It's just list upcoming and also adding stuff. I have not added that to the to the assistant yet. Yeah, today's events. Oh, right, I have tasks here too, so you can add tasks and it works. And of course you can also list the tasks. And here I have examples of what you get when you have the different kinds of events in your calendar. I saved it. I thought it easier than to get the data every time and read it again. So let's just pop that back to. I may make a reading class too, because it's got 2 functions now, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is a reading mode. Oh, that's a PDF reading, and this... Yeah. Oh, I have not shown you that. Okay, let's see, I have a PDF. What?
Pearly Certificate says, "Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chat bots,
Okay, you're
etc.
supposed
The
to
price
be
is
able
lower
to
than any
stop
competitor.
that.
The quality is guaranteed to..."
Oh, that worked. I couldn't click the don't speak button. Here. Secure the lives TTS. Don't speak didn't work, but the TTS ban worked on that one. This is the first time I've actually gotten a message that I didn't want, because you don't want other people to do ads. So...
Finitas Singularity says, "For once spammers are useful for debugging."
Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much, Pearly Certified, for spamming a bit. You know, I'm not the kind of person that would ever... I could never think I could ban anyone, but then I've seen in secure live streams that someone actually started saying, you know, N-words and stuff they really don't want, and racism is what I really hate it, and oh my god, it's so horrible. How people speaking badly about other people, that's so horrible. That's horrible. So I can imagine I could do that, but just like normally I prefer to everybody just having fun and being kind to each other. So yeah. Let's
Yeah,
get back to
I rarely ban on my channel, but there have been a couple of folks that have come doing that sort of thing. An insta-ban.
Yeah. I don't even know how to do it, actually, if I would need to. But now I have the button in the TTS, of course, yeah. That's great, thank you. Thank you, Security Live, for making me know how to ban people then. I guess the button works. I think the don't speak button works too if you see the message before it's started to speak it. So that's probably just that. So yeah, reading mode, let's try it. And I think if I say Python tutorial or something with those words in it, it should start reading the PDF. And I was just fixing for special characters and stuff there, but I think I'll move on to the speaking part, because I want it to speak words, and if it's reading something, right, currently it's printing the sentence and then reading it, but I would like it to be more like maybe mark the word, whatever, I don't know, what do you want? Just this is more like a learning Python project, since I haven't really done anything in Python, just one short thing before. So I just learned how to make a class in Python, so it's very funny where there's no public-private, it's just like a convention with these double underscores and stuff. Underscores. Oh, whatever. Let's continue. Let's start it and ask you to read the PDF. Also looking at EPUB 2. Oh, sorry, program. What happened was that I updated my I updated this one with F5 instead for running this. So we'll see how long my voice will do.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Read from. Read for me.
What do you want me to read?
A Python tutorial, please. Oh, it thought the wrong word. Python tutorial, please. That would be nice of you to actually understand me correctly. Okay, it got the first part of it too. It's hopped out of the... this is interesting. For another place with the notes, I have a loop. But since what you want to be read could be anything, and can't just check if you were quiet. So this is interesting how I should solve that. But I'll just restart it now since I'm talking too much. And
welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Also, my background level should be crazy there. Read for me.
What do you want me to read?
Python tutorial.
What page should I start at?
53. Oh, we got an error. How interesting. No such. Oh, right. I just was about to move the books. Okay, that's of course, that's not, as this is just example and the test. I'm using just example books, not any clever system to find what file you possibly could mean. So we'll have to do it again. And the delay for sometimes when it's listening, the listening is not a speech recognition actually, it's a listening part. So I'll have to look into why it's taking so long sometimes, and what settings I can use, and if that's the right thing to ask, write a listen to. So let's start it.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Read for me.
What do you want me to read?
Python tutorial. Oh, play theme tutorial. That's crazy. Did I say, is Python in play theme similar? I don't think so. Read for me. Well, this sometimes it works good and sometimes it doesn't. And I just added this tutorial book. But Python, I think it's been managing to understand Python. We'll just restart because I'm talking so much.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Read for me, please.
What do you want me to read?
Python tutorial. It doesn't like Python today. That's funny. Read for me. Also, I have changed. I was changing stuff, so my debug output is not as much as it used to be, and it's kind of funny. And also, what I put in the log file is not. I've not done that in a bit, so the latest parts are not.
What do you want me to read?
Python tutorial.
What page should I start at?
10. Yeah, I'm not adding what I'm saying to the log file, and that's quite hard to debug then. Got it cool. From my hobby, I'll just... send him a message. Okay, so it didn't work. What? Okay. I think I spoke too much. It's hard when you're streaming to be quiet and just wait for it to do its thing. So I'm starting it over.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Read for me, please.
What do you want me to read?
Python tutorial.
What page should I start at?
10.
Chapter TWO. Using the Python Interpreter 2.1. Invoking the interpreter. The Python interpreter is usually installed as /usr/local/bin/python 3.7 on those machines where it is available. Putting /usr/local/bin in your Unix shell search path makes it possible to start it by typing the command Python 3.7 to the shell. 1. Since the choice of the directory where the interpreter lives is an installation option, other places are possible. Check with your local Python guru or system administrator. E.g., /usr/local/python is a popular alternative location. On Windows machines, the Python installation is usually placed in...
I'm splitting on sentences and reading them one at a time, since if you do more, it's kind of... you could like read one page at a time too, but so one of the things that I'm planning to do is, because this is code in this book, and then you don't want it all mushed together, though it doesn't matter if you're just listening anyway. But if you're looking at the output too, it's not really meant for looking at it. This is more like debug, but still I want it to be as good as it can be, and it's for learning, right? So, but I'm also thinking that this can be useful, because you could just take any PDF and listen to it while you're doing something else, and sometimes what you're doing is not really brain intensive, or so I think that I don't
Connected to channel Fixit.
There, I think it's back now. I think it's back there. So TDS on. When I F5'd it, I didn't start it afterwards. I think I had it set to automatically connect those, so whatever. This reading PDFs, of course it's not just PDFs, it should be able to read, so I started looking at the other ebooks and stuff, because it could be nice. And then of course think of something smart to not have to add the books to your code, book names. But as it couldn't even manage to hear me saying Python, it was fourth time that it worked. So anyway, this is a very simple way to make an assistant listening to you, and it's kind of slow right now, and it's annoyingly slow sometimes, but it's very it's not all the time it's slow. Sometimes it's quick and sometimes it's slow, so I'll have to check this listening, why it takes such time sometimes for it to stop. If there's some background noise that it thinks I'm still speaking, or if there's some kind of delay I can set, something like that. Whatever. Anyway, it also, if you know, I said thank you to it and it didn't, or if you say like good morning, it's hard to have it on now. I usually just leave it on. And if you have it on for a long time, sometimes it seems to be get a bit off when you don't say anything for a bit. So that's something to look into too. Restarting it with a certain interval, maybe. Anyway, let's just do a test.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
Good morning.
Good morning to you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
So it kind of has a bit of a human feeling, or at least when you expect a reply. You know, if you say something like, oh my god, I'm impressed, you managed that. And it said, now it's listening, I wonder, this is a good test. Let's see how long we'll be listening for. We'll listen until I'm quiet. Yeah, I did. And that's also one thing to add, background, because now when it's doing speech recognition, I don't think it's listening, but I have noticed
Thank you.
that I think it does. No, it just got the does there, so I have to fix that. And did I say yeah, probably I said that. I don't know. Yeah, commands.
Dylan says.
Dick.
Translated from Dutch.
Hi, Dylan. Welcome.
Hi to you too.
So, what do you think I should add? It's very simple, you know, it's no advanced AI thing, recognizing stuff, it's just, it's type and me in the text. Blip.
Hey.
I can tell you the time, type for you and make text and audio notes. I'm just learning to help you manage your calendar and your tasks lists. I hope I can be of assistance. Entering typing mode.
Alright, then we'll see where you'll type now. Let's see if you can type some stuff for me here. Isn't it a bit funny that it read its own? How can it hear itself, right? I think it said type some stuff. No? Whatever, I don't know. I'll look at the logs. No, I won't. I won't look at the logs. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Stop. Stop. Is it listening to me now? Is it not ever stopping listening? It's so hard to be quiet. That was a long talk, but there was stop in it several times. So it
Exiting typing
stop.
mode.
Yeah, stop typing mode. So if I speak constantly, it gets a problem. That might be why it takes so much time sometimes, and now it's listening to me again. So I've showed you the save audio note and save note. Yeah, what time it is? Let's do that. Now I've spoken so much, I'll just restart it.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
What time is it?
It's 15:03.
Oh, right, I have to fix that. I don't want to say 15:03. It also will say, well, all the numbers like that. What time is it in... What did I have? New York. What time is it in New York?
It's 10 in New York.
Is that correct? Maybe? Is that the evening time? I'm so lost there. Let's see. I just put something there to test it. So... This is the way I had it before I moved the files, and it forgot all my minimizations. So, what's up? This is not added yet. I just added this yesterday. Well, almost the last things. Yeah, and this is one thing that I started working on, but the one I found didn't work anymore, so I expect it wasn't updated for like 2 years. That's not very long, but this Norwegian site has updated their API apparently, so this is useless. Let's do like this for now. There, this doesn't work. This was just an example bit from a script there, so that's why. Yeah, and I'll have to do a request instead. So I started just adding stuff that it said should be in there. So there you have my email address for my fix-it thingy. These are their examples. How you should send it, the user agent information, and you could do lots of requests, but not these many, and did. So I started reading on that. So we have an F because we don't have anything here. So yeah, I've learned some Python now. We have pause. it's very funny for me to, you know, how many times I've added a semicolon instead of a colon for these. But I'm starting to love Python. It's the first thing was, oh my god, all the libraries and how easy it is to use them. And then now, like a few days ago, oh my god, they're not updated. They don't work. This one doesn't work. If you like Google for TDS on Python, there's nothing else you get. You'll get this one. And it doesn't work. It's not been updated for more than 3 years. Or 3 years. Yeah, so what? It's amazing that half of the functions doesn't work anymore, and apparently it's been like that since well, what is it, 6-7 years? So why? And then I feel there's a bit of a risk you'll dig yourself into a hole making a new one, but I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to, you know, try different stuff, and if I'll have to send HTML requests instead to get to the API, I'll do that. So trying not to focus on something else than what I'm supposed to. Because this could be useful, and I'm thinking I can add some, you know, I'm thinking telling it to type run this command as a Linux prompt, you know?
It's 15:09.
Oh,
You have Haas
gosh.
Love at Monday, October 30th.
Lots of words in there. Let's stop it. So that's the bad thing. If you talk a lot, which you usually might do if you're in a phone call or like streaming or something, and then you say all of these words without stopping, then everything will be wrong. But I don't want it to be just reacting for one either, because I may say, thanks, can you read this for me? And then I want it to react to several. So I think this is the way to go, and maybe in the future I'll do something more advanced with the, you know, finding what did you say, you know? So what's up? Does that? This doesn't do anything. Yeah. Open Messenger works. And I've made it so it doesn't open any special person. One thing here is that if I'm going to answer a person's message on my Facebook messages and I open Facebook, that's the easiest way to get derailed from what you were doing, right? So that's actually part of it. I added this. So I've started adding things that would be useful, you know, in normal life. So that's actually the, you know, source of this idea too. And then yesterday, my hubby, who's the countryside house, he asked me what's the weather, and then I was like, oh yeah, let's add weather. So did I open the web page? No, I thought that while this doesn't work, I could just open their web page. Well, yeah, the Messenger one opens the web page, so yeah, open. Maybe I should do like this for that one. And this was the most simple one. There are lots of advanced ways to open web pages, and this one is just open new tab. So for simple stuff, this is recommended, and so far it actually works too. If we have any Python gurus in here, just give me tips on what to use that's actually working. That would be great. So let's see. I was going to open this, And what's a web page? Of course, we don't need a pause then. And let me find what the web address is. YR NO. Let's do, well, just a normal site, I guess. Why does it say NB? Alright, that's a language. So I can put EN. Sorry for not showing you. Let's do this instead. So I just did YR. This is the weather site and it's very good for Sweden too. And I know that NB is Norwegian bokmål, I think it's called. So, and I noticed in the when I looked at the code for this not working YR library, I noticed there were 3 languages, and 2 Norwegian and English. So I thought that would work here too. So let's do this one. There. Yeah, and I had home. So this is the locations. Maybe I should just do this too for now, because this is not what I want to focus on. Okay. Oh, I got the location stuff there. So.
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
What's the weather?
For which location?
Whatever. Yeah, I need open the page over here in my browser on the other. Oh, whatever. Right, green. Should work, I think. Or I can do this. Yeah, so it opened. I have to check that it actually changed back. I should have like a preview somewhere. I have another computer up here, but it didn't have. I've had my preview on a computer up there, a laptop, and I think it needed to do some Windows updating, so it didn't find. Didn't find the network for some reason. Now it does. Restarting Windows is the solution for everything, right? So, because it's quite nice to see, you know, a preview of the stream, even if it's, you know, with the delay and everything on another computer. But it's still a very slow one. And I've even destroyed the battery to it to reuse the battery parts, and then I realized that maybe I can use it. The keyboard is broken, but it doesn't matter if it's up there anyway. Play around with stuff, right? Oh, I'll just leave it be there. It's slow. So the weather, that part worked for now. Oh, yeah. It's still listening to me. I'm talking infinitely. So, if sleep. Yeah. Right. That's how you turn it off. Or you can pause it. Just goes to a loop shaking if you see. I don't even remember. Yeah, it says say listen to activate me again. Yeah. That's probably what I should do if I stream and have it running, right? Should I say sleep before talking? Maybe that's a good thing. So, and the restart, I tried sending the keystrokes. Just for the, you know, shift control and F5, you restart. And if I press it manually, it works. But I press these, it kind of starts another run. It's like it's still running and restarted. Very odd. So I don't know if it's worth it even. It's not really a thing you would use if you would use this. So, stop. Of course you can stop. And my son, he asked you to self-destruct, so what did I have to add, of course? Let's ask you to self-destruct. That's his thing. It's 13, you know? So what the first thing you do?
Welcome, I'm listening to your commands.
The computer. Self-destruct.
Counting down to self-destruct. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Just kidding. Hee hee.
That's a bit off. Okay, so now I'm to where I wanted to be from the start. Everything is pulled together. The code doesn't look so messy anymore, right? So, and also one thing I noticed that when you have several subclasses like this, if you want to call them to each other, then I send the parent into them, and in all of them I get for the init parent to and a set parent to self parent, and then I have solved it. I can access anything without any problems. That's very nice, because before I was like, what? And I googled and didn't find anything. I thought, oh my god, why didn't I just do that? So simple. If there's any built-in way to get the parent, I don't think so, because I read the docs, but I don't know. This works fine. Just having to send the... I'm sorry, I have to sneeze a bit. Muting me for... There. Oh, yeah, and my 15-year-old, he got this cold like the day before yesterday too. And he was, oh, my nose keeps running, and it's just the left side and my left eye. That's why, how long will this be? They're not getting very much sick very often, so I think they have their dad's immune system. I'm grateful for that. Mine's not that good. So, and still it keeps listening here. So, what should I do? I did the self-destruct, and since stop is before, it should stop before it says a self-destruct now, or maybe I might have said something else in here. We'll see.
Stopping.
It did. So that worked as I expected. Even though there was lots of text, it got the words out of there, and yeah. So now the question is, should we look into the weather? Should we look at an alternative speech? Maybe that. Or something else. Do you have any suggestions what to add? And what I can learn more Python from?